Suicide Awareness, brought to you by Maple Valley Youth Council.
Do you ever feel like an egg, cracking with the weight of the world on your shoulders?
Fat. Emo.
You're a fat. You're so worthless.
You need to get good grades.
Stop being so
Easy.
Stop being a
stupid.
loser.
Ugly.
Get
This is how I
lost.
felt. Pieces of
Such
me
a
chipping
loner.
away,
Homo.
not able to put myself back
Biggest
together.
wimp.
In retrospect, I had lived an amazing life, even though I was only 15 years old when I died. No one could understand why I did what I did. My parents, my sister, and my brother were all there. They talked about my love for basketball. I'd quit playing 6 months before my death. I couldn't find a reason to keep playing anymore. I guess that's how I began to see my life too. There just was no point. All I can say now is that it was wrong. So wrong. Let's rewind and see how I could have been helped. What were the signs? I had already made my plan, and I wasn't going to need my stuff anymore. It was better for people to have my stuff that could actually use it. I wanted help, but I didn't want to admit it. Everybody was going to be so much better off without me. I thought about ways to kill myself. Hanging, pills, gun, cutting. My friends kept asking me what was going on with me. I told them that it was nothing and that they wouldn't understand anyway. My mom kept bothering me while we were eating dinner. She was insistent that something was wrong with me, but I just blew her off. What was she going to say to make me feel better? There was no way she could possibly understand what I was going through. How did I get here? Everything seemed to be going wrong. My inner thoughts got very dark. The more I focused on these thoughts, the darker they got. Driving fast worked for a little while, but then I just did not care. Some of my friends had been invited to a party, and I had never received an invite. I reasoned with myself that they must have thought I was an ugly loser who had no life. They had been talking about how stupid another friend of ours was the other day. They must think the same thing about me. I don't know how much more I can handle. I feel like I'm constantly under pressure. School has become overwhelming, and my family keeps pressuring me to get better at basketball so I can get a scholarship to a good college. I'm starting to hate basketball. It's not the same when I feel like I'm constantly scrutinized. No one could understand why I did what I did. There is a trigger. This is how things start to go bad. It's how you or others deal with this trigger and warning signs that makes all the difference.
My trigger was
I stopped taking my medication.
My boyfriend broke up with me.
my dad died.
I was bullied.
S. Show you care.
Empathy. Identification with and understanding of another's situation, feelings, and motives.
A. Ask questions.
Have you thought about suicide?
Do you have a plan?
When and how are you attempting suicide?
Remember, asking does not cause suicide.
F. Know the facts.
Feelings?
Lonely.
Sad.
Depression.
Irritable.
Actions?
Talking about killing themselves.
Loss of interest and things they enjoyed.
Neglecting personal hygiene and care.
Giving away prized possessions.
Changes?
In behaviors and habits.
Threats?
Talking about killing themselves and acting anxious.
Situations.
Has the person had a crisis or trigger situation, especially in the last couple of weeks?
E. Emergency call for help.
This is an emergency. Call 911 or the county crisis line at 211.
These are stories of people having trouble and how they dealt with it in a positive way.
I struggle with someone who bullied me through my friends. I heard them say things like, "Don't hang with her, she has lice, she's dirty." I overcame it by talking to a teacher and staying with big groups of friends.
I'm shy and having trouble making friends. All the kids call me a nerd and the teacher's pet. It really hurts my feelings. A bunch of kids made comments on Facebook. My mom saw I was having trouble and she signed me up for a big brother. He's really helped me come out of my shell and I'm starting to make new friends.
People confuse my gender and sexuality as the same thing. I am a transgender male and I like to date males, making me gay, not a confused straight woman. It was a hard thing to explain to my family and they had a very difficult time understanding. However, they educated themselves about it and told me that they love me no matter what.
I talked to my parents and found out that they've been really worried about me. They say that they've tried to talk to me, but I haven't been really receptive. My parents asked me if I've been having any suicidal thoughts and decided to sign me up for teen support group. The support group has given me a new outlook. There are so many kids with problems that seem worse than mine. It's so nice to talk to people that understand where I am and know what I'm going through. It has already made me feel so much better. If someone needs help, remember the word SAFE. Show you care, ask questions, know the facts, emergency, call for help.